Hey guys, Brian Shimmer Brown here, physical therapist, CrossFit coach, and wellness coach with Get Your Fix Physical Therapy. Continuing on with the sitting series and things it can cause, today we're moving on to something most people don't think about, and that is ankle stiffness due to sitting. So I've touched on the past on things that are on shoe wear, stiffening of the ankles. But now we're going to address it in more of a prolonged sitting direction. So first off, I realize I don't have any chairs in my house that I can demonstrate this well in, so we're going to do what we can. So when you're sitting, most times, very rarely are you sitting in perfect position with the hips at 90, knees at 90. So essentially you should be sitting in this position. But most often, the hips are located down just a little bit, so the legs are angled down. That puts the ankles naturally in a slightly pointed position. So when you're sitting for long periods of time, your ankles are in this slightly plantar flex position, which is the same position shoes put us in. From there, typically, we're sitting there for a long period of time, the ankles just start to get used to that shortened position. The muscles in the back start to get used to that shortened position, so they just like to be there. Functionally, when you notice this, you won't notice it too much when walking, but it's a big contributor to if you're at the gym or just day-to-day life trying to do any sort of squatting, kneeling, lunging, and you notice yourself having to go onto your toes a lot versus being able to stay on your heels. Some of that is due to ankle stiffness. There's a lot of other contributing factors, but the ankles are part of that. So as much as you can, which I will touch on loosening them up in a couple days in order to do some stretches you can do to work on that. But when you are sitting, try to just think about not letting your feet just sit there in that plantar flex, that slightly pointed position all the time. Let them slide back kind of underneath your chair a little bit more, and that'll take them from that slightly plantar flex position to more of a neutral 90 degree or even past that position to just continue working on that ankle motion. Being that I can't demonstrate that real well on this chair, I know it can be kind of confusing, so if you have any questions or comments on that, or specifically questions, definitely post those below. I'll be happy to answer those for you. And if you want to reach out to me directly with anything, you feel free to message me directly if you have any specific issues you're dealing with and want to have some questions on. I'd be happy to answer those questions for you. But just a little something I wanted to post on today is that ankle stiffness with sitting. One other thing you can do while you are sitting is if you are in that plantar flex position, just work on pulling those toes up. So if you can see here, when you're in that plantar flex position slightly when sitting, just think about bringing those feet up as far as you can towards you and then back down. The more you just kind of keep those moving during the day, the less likely they are going to be to stiffen up. So something to think about for you on this Saturday. And I will touch base with you again tomorrow, probably in the morning. And I think I'm going to be I believe tomorrow I'm going to be touching on some hip stretches that you can do to loosen up your hips after you have been sitting for a while. So if that is a problem for you, definitely want to catch that one. So have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.